Hi folks, Heather Pearce Campbell, the legal website warrior, coming at you today from Seattle, Washington. I wanted to jump on real quick. We've been having lots of discussion the last few days about litigation risk in business, a tremendous amount of that risk coming from contracts and contract claims in litigation. And then yesterday talked briefly about the first step towards mitigating that risk is getting all of your business contracts in writing, right? Today I want to slow people down just a little bit and talk about how you do that the right way. And that is by getting contracts that are tailored to fit your business, okay? So the specific warning is against going to the internet or going to a friend or places where you can get documents for free, downloading templates and assuming that you're going to be covered and that that's going to be okay. Maybe it will be okay, maybe it won't. In a lot of scenarios, it won't. And let's give a few examples of why that can really harm you in the long run in your business, just by walking you through a couple of examples. What I often see is that documents that were pulled as templates or pieced together or copied or borrowed are overly simple, right? So missing whole sections of definitions, missing sections that apply for some down the road rules that would be particularly necessary if your business is doing well. Things that outline decision making, bringing in new members, redistributing membership interests, even dissolution. Let's say that you are a two-person LLC and you don't have a section that properly outlines how you dissolve the company. If one of a variety of things go wrong, you can be really hamstrung in a business, stuck with a business partner where things are no longer working and you haven't yet defined the rules for how things are going to be unwound. It's a really tough place to be, and I've seen it often. You know, your business grows, it evolves, but you need to start with a document that fits your business and allows for a certain amount of growth while clearly providing the rules for how things are going to work. It protects you. It makes it a safer place to be in business than having a template that's bare bones that doesn't spell out what can apply and what rules apply and what can happen in various scenarios. On the flip side, you can also have contracts that are, rather than overly simple and missing things, you can have contracts or, in this instance, an LLC operating agreement that's overly complex. Cost you more in the long run because you have unnecessary provisions in there. You have language that doesn't apply. You have a bunch of tax stuff, or in a recent scenario, somebody borrowed a set of fairly complex documents drafted for another LLC, for their LLC, and it spells all this stuff out, including that this LLC is subject to SEC regulations, right? Security and Exchange Commission regulations. Well, there's certain ways that your LLC can be subject to the SEC regs, which is usually involving obtaining public funding or making a public offering to get funds. There's certain things that you can do, but a lot of LLCs, in fact, probably most LLCs, don't fall under that particular bracket. So if you have a set of documents that's overly complex, it can require that you jump through a bunch of extra hoops from the perspective of legal support, like getting new documents drafted up, bringing in new members, new funding, whatever. And I'm dealing with one of these right now that is much more expensive from the standpoint of time and professional support required to unwind this stuff now that business is really going. So don't be in that position either. If you start with a document that is designed for and fits your business, you're much more likely not to fall into either scenario, where you have a document that will underserve you and the one that binds you too tight because it's drafted for a completely different, more complex company than your own. So my plea for you today is do what it takes. If you are serious about your business, buckle down and get the support that you need in the beginning to have documents that really fit. Skip the painful process of having to do things the right way the second time around, because it will cost you more to do it the right way. And if you have somebody else's funds involved, you have another member involved, or you have any other variety of things that make the scenario more complex, then it again adds additional cost as well. So I hope this helps. If this kind of discussion you find helpful, be sure to like my page. And if this was helpful for you or you think it would be helpful for others, feel free to share my video. But I'll be popping on again tomorrow to further the discussion around law and business and how it can help you. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.